Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, the Salt Lake Bees came into our house and, well, we got kind of stung by them. We gave up a whole bunch of hits, bunch of runs. We got chased out of the game and we wound up losing 4-2. So, not a great showing for us. Let's try to do better next time. Let's do what we want here. Home run practice would be nice, but I'm not convinced we need it. Tertiary pitch, yeah, probably would be good to have at some point, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Again, home run cap, we got room to grow, so why don't I get that damn fastball under control, because it's starting to get my goat a little bit.
An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors.
How are things going for us here? We're not having a bad time. Yep. Oh, I was gonna do something. Fix that hair. Short, tall top. I don't know. So. Yeah, it's a little more respectable. Gotta keep those sideburns, though. They're characteristic. Okay, let's play our next appearance. Okay, it's time to play against the Sacramento River Cats in their house, so let's get it.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the El Paso Chihuahuas and the Sacramento River Cats. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Eric Adorno, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Digging in, Chris Sanchez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Making things tough for me in the early going, huh? No runs. Okay.
First pitch.
Let's get on it.
Cue shot here out towards short.
Get him.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Yeah, that dude swung at one outside the zone, and he got an infield single on it. So I can be mad, but, not that mad.
First pitch on
Here we go.
Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, I get the feeling this is going to be one of those games.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video.
Oof.
And you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup, one thing I'm going to be focused on today is creating scoring opportunities, because this team hasn't done it at a good rate right now. They're in the bottom third in the league in hits. It seems like their approach gets a little skewed at times. They start swinging at balls in dirt, out of the zone. They have to find a way to keyhole more count leverage situations.
One away.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I get the sneaking suspicion I'm going to be helping them get some hits out there. So.
A man at third with one away.
Here you go, guys.
Popped him up. Crespo in foul ground, but this will land untouched.
Yes, indeed. It's our man Sergio Crespo on third base.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a liner.
Got him.
Unfortunately,
Nice.
right at the shortstop for the second out. Here's Chris Carter now. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one.
Oof.
With the runner on third, two
Was
outs,
right on the
base
black.
open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
A ball and a strike now.
Going to be really disappointing if the most exciting thing about this game is going to be Jason Parham's haircut.
Swung on and missed 1-2 now.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
The 1-2.
All right.
Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job.
Almost
to
got
fight it
that
off
past
and
you.
Stay alive.
Low inside fastball.
The
Can
1-2.
do. Come get it.
Taken down and in for a ball.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
And he misses with
That's
that
not
one
helping
down and in.
anybody.
It's a full count now, 3-2. Pablo Sandoval would be next.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Really don't want to walk this guy, so let's pop the seal on the showtime. Get one high outside. Get him out of there.
Looking. An inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on the show. Striding forward now, Pablo Sandoval. And he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games.
Pablo Sandoval.
Well, it's like they say, if you miss the ball 7 out of 10 times, you're a great hitter. And if you manage to get down to missing it only 6 in 10 times,
Here's the first
you're the
offering.
best of all time.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Nobody here. Nobody out up there, kid.
And that one just missed outside.
Oof, these guys have
2-0
really good
now,
plate
and
discipline.
this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Too tight with that one.
Wow.
3-0.
All right. Well,
Daniel Turner waits on deck.
I'm half tempted just to give him a dinger, but I think I know a little better than
3-0
that.
pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Standing in, Daniel Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here
I
comes
mean,
the
yeah, I
first
had a
pitch.
bad showing last time,
Hit
but
the other
I don't know
way
that it
out
had
toward
all that
right
much to
field.
do with
In
how
there,
bad I pitched on
base
the
hit.
mound.
And that runner will go no further than
Sounds
second
strange
as
to
there
say,
are 2
but,
aboard
like-
now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Oh, boy.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. And a
Oh,
first
good.
pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Caesar arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He could probably play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
Digging in, Alan Henson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
I would really rather have just a...
Nothing pitch.
Oh,
The play
man.
away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
Doing me dirty here.
Hey, we got one.
From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the first baseline. He's got it. And there's out number 2. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Took
Well,
a pretty
that
long
was
time for the
a thing.
shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Oof. Spiked him. Or if he didn't do it, then he definitely
Into
tried
the
to.
box now, Eric Adorno, as he will look at a first
Oh,
pitch
man.
fastball for ball 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And it's a called
I'm
strike
kind of
to even
tempted to
count
go
at
into
1.
the options and turn off
Here's
the
1-1 delivery.
bad calls, or at
Fastball
least turn them
near
down.
the shoe tops.
Because I
Well,
feel
you better get
like
it back together here
I'm
quick
getting
because he's got 2 guys
way,
on
way
already.
more
He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's gotta
harmful
throw a strike
harmful
right
calls
here.
from the umps than I am getting the benefit of the doubt.
And the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors. And
On the other hand, we danced our way out of danger there, and we have the lead.
El Paso's out on top. 1-0.
And Jason's up to bat.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jason Parham. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jason Parham.
Come on now. One time.
Okay, no one on, no one out, no outs,
And
no
the pitch.
pressure.
Hit hard up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a
No
base
problem.
hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge shot.
Digging in to try it again, Sergio Crespo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I would say I hope you're a better hitter than you are a fielder, but I've seen that 217 batting average. You're lucky you're over the Mendoza line at this point.
Here we go. Turn 2. Turn 2. You got it. No one better. Let's go.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pops this one up. Carter is under it, and he's got it for the first down. On to first, a double play.
Oh, good. Wow. Jason, I don't know what to say, man. You're just not a base
Off
runner.
the inning, Chris Sanchez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right
Here's
fielder,
the first pitch to him.
Sanchez.
Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
See it up. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Well, sublimate your frustration by
And
putting
the
all
pitch.
these guys out.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, nobody out now. Come on, big guy. You got this.
Oof.
Might have been cheating
Ugly.
for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Popped him up. Crespo in
Never
foul
gonna get
ground.
that one.
And this will land foul. The 0-2 once more. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The 1-2.
Let's not hang this one.
Weekly back to the mound.
Quick little comebacker.
And there's one away.
Not a problem.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in now, Josh Rutledge, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
There we go.
Hey, we got one. Come on, baby.
The 1-1.
Drive it.
snatched out of midair at
Wow.
first base for out number 2.
Well speared, man. Good one.
Coming to the plate now, Francisco Ramos. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Francisco Ramos.
Here comes the
Let's
first
see.
pitch.
What do you got?
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
You got enough patience to not swing at a bad pitch.
Is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
You got enough patience to wait on the inside fast.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Stop throwing curveballs in the dirt, Jason. I mean, I'd rather have them in the dirt than up in the zone, but you're not really helping your cause here. Let's, a little more showtime, get it low inside, see what he does with it.
Dribble to the right side. But
Bounce
that
foul.
one rolls foul.
Come on, let it fly.
The 2-2 one more time. Hit to short. Juarez is up with
Quick,
it.
easy curveball.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Chihuahuas lead it 1-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Carter, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit back up the middle.
Oh, Jason. Get him?
Throws in time, and
Yeah.
that's out number 1.
The shift does work, children.
At the plate, Pablo Sandoval. He drew a walk his first time up.
Baseman, Pablo.
Let's see if I can't give you something a
Ready,
little
here's
more
the first
competitive.
offering. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Sandoval, a 32-year-old veteran. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And this one's going to bounce.
Well, I
up
mean,
to the plate.
32-year-old
Easy take
AAA
there.
ball
It's
player.
3-1 now.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack.
All
and
right,
let that
come get your dinger.
Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a one-out
double.
base hit.
Here we go. Hit it right here. Relay 2.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positive on right now.
Popped up. Torres camps under it, and he's
Hey.
got it for route number 2.
I'll take that, Torres.
Now at the plate, Austin Slater comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Sandoval stands at second with 2 gone.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Don't you go too far. I know you
And
only
a
have
fastball
about
in
2
the dirt
run
that's
or
taken
2
for a
speed.
ball.
That's
But,
a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
No,
Now he's
come
got
on,
himself
Jason.
ahead in the count.
Let's go here. Get your dinger.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Pitch right here. Come on now.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
All right, let's pop the seal. Just a little more showtime. Get it low inside.
Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
No problem.
With no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. El Paso's out on top, 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jason Parham. He reached on a single in his first try.
Mighty Jason back to bat. Nobody on, 2 outs.
Ready
Up
with
by
the
1.
first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off.
Oof, I knew I shouldn't have. And yet I did it anyway.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now here it comes. In the air out toward right field. And Rutledge will look this one in, and the inning is over.
Don't know what to say about that
No
one.
hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Chihuahuas lead it 1-0. Alan Hansen the next to bat.
Leading off for the River Cats, the shortstop, Alan Hansen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its
I guess
way.
they must be rehabbing Sandoval.
There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce. Torres moving to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
In now, Eric Adorno.
Eric.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, I kind of intuitively knew that, Dano.
0-2 delivery. Hit out towards
Not
second.
pitching all that well today.
And that's the second out.
I mean, I'm getting my outs. That's not the problem here. The problem is I'm not getting
So the lineup
strikes
flips
like I
over
need
and
to,
digging
so I'm
in,
letting
Chris
hitters get ahead in
Sanchez.
counts
He's
to where
singled
I
in
need to
2 trips
throw
the plate thus far.
dangerous
Here comes the
pitches.
first pitch.
Because I don't have the
Right
confidence
after
that
him
I'm
with
going to
a
be able to hit
fastball
my
for a
spots
strike.
if I don't put them in dangerous spots.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball.
It's kind of like I'm trying to put them in this. Have to put the indicator on the center of the zone because I'm not
The
confident.
swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Come on.
Well, if you're that aggressive, let's see what you do with this
Changes
change.
up on him, but that's in the dirt for a
Nothing.
ball.
2. Hey, I need you right here. One time.
How about a second?
2-2.
Am I going to regret
Had to
this?
sit back on the changeup, and
No.
he did a good job to get
Got
the
away
bat
with
on that
it.
one.
Pop up.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
I'm breaking the sweat. It's all right.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
Yeah.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the
Haven't
next one.
done an outside
And
fastball
again,
in a
he's
while.
unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Hey, I'm biased to the
About
hitter right
an
now.
inside
Keep frustrating
fastball,
that
just out of
pitcher. Foul
curiosity.
12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
And he'll step off.
Need to think about this one. You're calling for fastball, low and away.
Now the
All
3-2
right, I
pitch
guess we'll try it.
is a wave and a miss. He
Gotcha.
struck him out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. El Paso's out on top, 1-0.
See, the thing about pitching is that you can't
Riding it
just
once again,
go
Josh
up there and
Butler.
keep throwing
And
balls.
At this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the
Kind of
order
put it
has
like,
worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one
batting
hit
is
to
a
the top
skill,
3 guys in the order up to
but
this
pitching
point
is
in
an
the
art.
You know you're doing something right, Matt. You're
There's a
spot
bunch
on.
of ways that
Everything
you can
discussed
do it
coming
wrong.
into this game has worked out
There's no
beautifully.
one way to do it right. And as long as you're getting results, that's what's important, but at the same time,
First pitch of the at-bat
you got to
on
get the
its way.
results.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Doesn't reward just kind of mindlessly throwing balls up there
Here
for
comes the 1-0.
the batters because,
And
you know,
that one stayed too low, apparently.
let's say I had gone, say, flamethrower to begin the series. Let's say I had gone for a speed archetype. It's entirely likely that I could have done fairly well with a
When
high
that thing goes whistling
heat,
into
you
the
know,
stands,
fast,
you hope someone
four-seam
brought their glove and was able to
fastball.
get leather on it.
and blown balls by guys, just putting them wherever,
In the air
but
to right field. Moving
it's
under
equally
it,
likely that as soon as I got to this level, I would run into, well, I'd start running headlong into bats is what I would run into.
Ready once again, Francesco.
So,
Third trip to the plate for him here
you
tonight.
got to be able
For
to
two at this point.
pitch intelligently. You
First
can't
pitch of the
just
at-bat.
throw balls in the middle of the zone and
there's the
expect to
pitch that just
consistently
misses
get
the
outs,
inside corner.
unless
He's
you're Noah
pitching well.
Syndergaard.
We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down.
All
and
right,
make good
well,
pitches.
And that's into the
that's a
outfield
double.
for a one-out hit. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Yeah, those foul line liners, tough to defend.
Here's Chris Carter now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
A bouncer to the left side. Juarez comes up with it. Throw gets him.
Quick out. Kept him on second. All good.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Here, one time.
Changeup in for a strike.
Ooh,
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2.
What you
Let's see if
doing?
he can battle back in this AB.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer.
Gotcha.
And the inning is over. One hit, one left.
see you later.
Inning coming up. The Chihuahuas lead it 4-0.
And that's a quality start for Jason Parham.
Hey, we got no
Ready for another shot now, Jason Parham. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Stay ahead.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Okay.
The 1-0 home is called a strike as he pulled the bunt back.
Come on, big guy.
I was never going to bunt on that one. You kidding me?
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
This guy's action is so fast.
3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he misses with it. Ball 4.
And Jason takes a walk.
The pitcher leading things off.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in and looking for more, Sergio Crespo. He singled his last time up.
Finally, I have an on-base percentage that's higher than my batting average.
Hey, let's go right here.
Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go.
Color me surprised. Sergio actually got a base hit.
Hey,
good job, Crespo.
Down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Ready for another chance? Matt SZCZUR is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Here we go.
0-1, here it comes. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone!
Oh, Santa Maria.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Matt SZCZUR, my man.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Digging in once again, Daniel Turner.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, I kind of suspect that this is going to be Jason's last inning. Throwing 80-odd pitches, so
Fastball that
you
just
got to
misses
figure his
inside.
control is pretty well gone by now.
Hit high in the air down the right field line.
Heads up, wall.
Running hard, he's digging for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is
That's
what
an
every
unusual
hitting coach
ground rule
teaches when you
double.
start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
So that brings up the outfielder, Austin. And his guys are looking to erase that out on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Jeez.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base,
Oh, man,
but haven't been able to
Torres.
string anything together.
Coming to the plate now, Alan Henson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Coming in is Peterson.
Is that easy? I
He
can't
makes
actually
the
tell.
play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Oh, crap.
Goes offline a bit as it gets by him at third. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Oh, man. Crespo.
Christopher Smallwood will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Christopher Smallwood.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know
now.
what he's got to complain about. That one was hard at the plate. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a little. The showtime's there to be used, so I might as well.
And that will conclude matters
Bye.
here in the 7th. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now.
You're gonna let me bat again?
Out on top, 7-0.
They are gonna let me
Ready
bat
for
again.
another shot, Jason Parham. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long.
Wait for your pitch up there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No pressure here.
A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Wow. Jason,
nobody on.
please.
Here we go. Right now. Come on, guys.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You got two down.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
1-2.
1-2's the count.
Woof.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Nothing across here this half.
Nice try, Jason.
Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Chihuahuas lead it 7-0.
Yeah, I wagered that they're going to give it to the setup man.
Now back to the
No.
top of the lineup. Stepping
They're
in,
giving
Chris
Jason the 8th.
He'll look to bounce back after striking
Let's
out
see
last time
what
up.
the young man can
Here's
do
the
with it.
first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Hey, you got it. No one better.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Go now. Let's
Well, that certainly wasn't my intention to put it there,
Trying to
but
send him packing for the second
that's where it's
time.
gone, so
And they'll try
that's
and
where we
tempt him
find
with one in
ourselves.
the dirt,
Look
but
out!
he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting.
Let's try
Very
something
well
a
could see it again here, though.
little safer, a little more confident with it.
Second time tonight.
Gotcha!
Now that he's been set down on strikes.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed
5
in on the
outs
bump
to
right
go.
now. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Stepping in, Josh Rutledge. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A bouncer up the middle.
Oh, Jason.
And now
Come
a
on.
jump throw against his body. And a great athletic play to get
Wow.
him. Man.
That was a great
This
one.
is not an easy play when you
Good
have to
play.
race. You're right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Center fielder number 4.
Well,
Standing in now.
What do you got?
Francisco Ramos. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
oof. I think that's fair.
Is going to have room out there as he puts this away to
All
retire
right.
the side.
So that's almost 100 pitches for Jason. So I'd be very surprised if they give him the 9th. But at the same time, 8 shutout innings. You can't be disappointed in that.
And Dan, what's gone wrong
What's
with
this?
lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would
All right,
imagine it
Jason.
feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
Where's the one now?
Get your pitch, huh?
Let's not get our heart rate up too
Really
much.
getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. So we'll see if he can straighten that out.
Want to come after a curveball?
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a
Yes,
groan
you do.
from the home supporters
Have a
here.
seat.
1 away.
Well, it's been a rough
2
series for him at the
outs
plate so
to
far.
go.
That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Pablo Sandoval back to bat.
Baseman.
Into the box now, Pablo Sandoval. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. throw
Get
on
him.
to first is in time to get
Yeah, he's
Sandoval,
so
and there
slow.
are 2 gone now.
1 out to go.
Now at the plate, Daniel Turner. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys.
I've never actually been out of energy.
But they're still making him work really hard.
This is line to left. That gets down.
Well, that's a hit for him, so that's probably going to get him
The
out.
bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Now here comes the skipper out of
Yep.
the third base dugout. And a change.
They're going to deny me the complete game, and I can't blame them. It kind of sucks, but you can't argue with the results.
Final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Craig Stammen will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
You got no excuses, Craig.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone
There we
on the
go.
road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. El Paso took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jason Parham earns win number 4 on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB
Well,
The
we
Show.
couldn't quite make it to the complete game shutout, but we did go 8 2/3, held them scoreless. That's a great outing by any extent. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.